I am super excited to... Hello and welcome to another sketchbook tour. I am super excited to show this to you guys. This sketchbook specifically was for a college class I took. The entire class was dedicated to sketchbooking, so a lot of the works in here are actually assignments I had, so there's a lot of stuff that I don't normally really draw that I was kind of forced to, but that's good. It got me out of my comfort zone, and I think it helped me improve a lot, actually. Also, the class was just really fun, so if you have the opportunity to take a sketchbooking class, 10 out of 10 would recommend. The stickers on the front, I believe my professor made. Focus. Focus? Focus on the bear, please. There we go. This sketchbook is from Stillman and Byrne. I have no idea which sketchbook it is specifically. But I can tell you the paper is super thick. So, you know, do with that what you will, I guess. And for the first page, so we had to write our name and some info here. Okay, this part. It's raining ash. Better prepare for a Fire Nation raid. Story time. It was actually raining ash at this point. Yeah, there was this really big forest fire that was kind of near us, so the sky was turned all red and it was literally raining ash. So I was like, this is fine. So yeah, that's where that came from. Assignment number 1. We had to draw some cars. Specifically, we were drawing cars from the side like this, just because it's a bit easier to draw cars from this angle. I never draw cars, so this was extremely out of my comfort zone, but I ended up not hating it, surprisingly. And then we had to draw our own car. So we specifically were told to draw it from this angle, kind of near the front tire, because this angle warps the perspective of the car a little bit. And I was actually really proud of this whenever I first drew it, because I was like, wow, I drew a car! And like, it doesn't look weird? So yeah, I was pretty excited about that. This assignment was just to have a bunch of different panels and fill it with something, so I defaulted to drawing humans, because that's kind of just what I do. These two were not part of an assignment. I was mostly just wanting to put something on this page. This was whenever I first got Himi gouache, and I was doing little test paintings of it to try and figure out how it works. With this one, I very quickly realized that, oh right, gouache lifts up like watercolor does. Therefore, trying to layer yellow over black was not a good idea. But now we know. This one, the assignment was to go out and draw construction equipment. I really love this little one. I have no idea what it is. Like a steam roller of some kind, I guess? But it's really small, and it's not something you ride, so it looks like it's remote controlled or something. Either way, I like that one. This one, the assignment was to draw our kitchen sink, so you know that I, made sure to clean the dishes before doing this assignment, because I was like, I'm not about to draw a ton of dirty dishes on top of this. I was not thrilled about having to do this. I think it turned out fine, but I don't know if I necessarily enjoyed the process of making this one. However, this one was super fun. Every week, we had to go to a specific place and go on a field trip to make some art. And this week, the trip was to the dinosaur museum nearby. It was so much fun. I took one of my friends with me, and we both just went around, picked a dinosaur, and did little drawings of them. And I think that they turned out alright too. This one's my favorite. I like the little grass in its mouth. This one... I don't know if this was an assignment necessarily. I think I was just trying to fill the page. I feel kind of indifferent about it, but it is in paint. So I was going out of my comfort zone in that regard because I'm not super great with paint. I'm trying to learn though. I'm trying to learn. This one, I had to draw like a shelf, I think. This was just the little shelf we had in the living room underneath the TV in college. Had some cards and stuff. Little teacup? Question mark? I don't know. Had a few movies, I believe. Nothing too crazy. So in this one, we had to go down to the main street and draw some of the graffiti that's like in the alleyways. This one I thought was super pretty. Like the graffiti, there was so much detail that I couldn't possibly capture. But the actual graffiti in that place, super pretty. I love it. I like this little frog here. And for this one, we had to go out to the nearby town and just draw anything, literally anything from this town. I believe the Peach Festival was happening at this time. So yeah, we went around. They had a bunch of tiny little like farmers market stalls everywhere. So I took a couple photos and drew a picture of some of the supplies and foods that they were selling. This is a piece of artwork that was in someone's yard. I just kind of snapped a photo of it and then went on about my business. Same thing for this. This cracks me up. This is actually at the same place as this one. This person had so many interesting sculptures in their yard. And I love the sign, Redneck Fantasy, and it's a huge antler. I don't know, something about that made me laugh when I saw it. So both of these were studies that we had to do in ink. This one is from Alfonso Dunn, and this one is Albright Duder. I probably butchered that name, but, you know, either way. This was a really good study to learn how to, like, do the folds on the pillows. Oh, this one! I don't really remember what the assignment was necessarily. I just remember being really pleased with how it turned out. Because, like, I used watercolors, really cheap watercolors, albeit, but, I don't know. I never used watercolors, and watercolors are kind of my nemesis, so I was pretty happy with it. This one, we had to do a self-portrait, but blind. So I just had to close my eyes and draw and hope for the best, and then I colored it in. Who is she? This eyeball is so far from where it should be. Oh my goodness. This one, nothing too crazy. We just went to a little park and drew. But yeah, for this one, we had to draw the contents of our refrigerator. Lots of avocados. We had the meat drawer. My roommate always had a lot of Dr. Pepper on hand. Nothing too crazy to note. It's just a refrigerator. Ooh, so this one, we went to a little farm place. And this place was beautiful. Yeah, it was so good. Like, this place was so pretty and they had so many things that you could draw. And it was just really lovely. And this, I just went down the street from where I was living at the time and sketched one of the houses, and a lady went by with a little dog, so I did a little sketch of that. This one was just random, just, you know, filling a page. I used to have a pet hedgehog, so I drew a bunch of little hedgies on this one, and as you can tell, this one I inserted into the book. because I didn't want it falling out or anything, so I just glued it in there. This was on Main Street of that town. There was this bagel shop there that had this really great bagel sign, and I just really wanted to draw that. So the assignment was to go around on Main Street and just draw literally anything. This one was a little bit painful. We had to draw buildings, and this was like a fisheye effect, it looks like. Yeah, I think this is the science building at the college. There's a little praying mantis statue on the top of the building. This is a drawing of a little statue that was in front of the art building. I'm not sure who made this statue, but either way, I thought it looked really nice, so I decided to draw it. We had an assignment to draw a neon sign, so I found a neon sign at the local Jimmy John's. So yeah, I just kind of drew the front of the Jimmy John's store. We had to fill a page with these little star people here. It was basically just showing us how we could draw people in a really simplistic way and still convey what was happening. And this one was super fun because this was around Halloween time, so we had to design our own monster, and we had like a little voting competition, and whoever won the vote would have their design turned into stickers, and the whole class got stickers of it, and my design actually won, so I ended up with all of the extras as well. So I have just a few of like little stickers of this drawing, and I think it's pretty cute actually. Just a little monster. I feel indifferent about that one, honestly. But this one, we went to a historical museum, so I just drew a couple of things there. I really liked the carriage that they had. This one, we had an assignment to do some like journaling in our sketchbook. And this one was really interesting. I never do abstract art, so this one, she gave us like a poem, and she told us to kind of draw what the poem would look like in an abstract way. Something about a fire truck and the number 5 going through this city. I don't really remember what the poem is, but that's the result of it at least. For this one, we hiked up onto the monuments and just drew a picture of the little formations there. We had an assignment to draw some money, nothing super crazy. We had to draw a screen grab from a movie. I believe that's supposed to be Tom Holland, but it really doesn't look like him. So yeah, moving on. Oh, this was still around Halloween time, so we had to go to the cemetery and draw. I actually really enjoyed doing this. Like, it was a fun assignment. It was nice and peaceful there. Cemeteries are very peaceful, because obviously there's not people running around being loud in a cemetery. Okay, so we had an assignment to do lettering for this. I crave the sweet embrace of death. And my professor, she was like, should I be concerned about this? About you? And I was like, no, I'm fine, no need to worry. We had to draw a bison because it was National Bison Day. I feel like the eyes look kind of weird, but I mean, the rest of it looks okay, right? If you ignore the face. This one, I went to PetSmart and sketched a couple animals. I didn't really fill this page very well because I felt self-conscious drawing in the pet store. Yeah, I felt like people were looking at me. And for this one, we had to draw some clothing from our wardrobe, so I just slapped on a few of my favorite clothing items that I had. Aha! So, yes, we made some color swatches here for my really cheap watercolors. As you can tell, it smudged a lot, which isn't great, but it's like really, really chalky watercolors, so you get what you pay for, I guess. This was just a drawing of our little, like, coffee table in front of the TV. This was also the same day that Unis Honest deleted their channel. So I did all of this while watching their final live stream. Memories. For this one, we just had to draw various food items. Oh, this one was really fun. You know those, like, really fancy script letters in the beginnings of chapters? We essentially just had to make our own fancy letters. So I made a C and an S with little ghosts in between. I'm really not a fan of this page, to be honest. We had to do like top-down kind of grid of a room. So there was that. And the final assignment that we had for this class was to draw a motorcycle. And motorcycles are really difficult to draw, actually, so as simple as it looks, I kind of struggled with it. But since we had to do a sketchbook tour for that class, I wanted to finish out the rest of the sketchbook anyway, so I continued drawing in here. So these I just drew because I wanted to. They weren't like assignments or anything. So here's some mushrooms I probably just found on Pinterest. Here is a drawing of a mermaid character of mine. At that point, I was really into drawing mermaids with various, like, styles of crop tops. Some baby animals from Pinterest. I think I was cranky when I drew this, hence, I think that's me. But there's not glasses, because glasses are irritating to draw. You ever feel this way? Just wrap yourself up with a little blanket? Because I do. Just a random drawing. That might be a character of mine in an alternate outfit. I'm not positive, though. I drew a picture of my husband. Just a random girl. Reverse centaur. I love that I drew this and, like, put it in the same sketchbook as a thing for a college class. So all of my classmates and my professor had to look at that. And it makes me laugh. It's like a little boba drink with a little fish and a wave inside of it. And finally, the last drawing. Finally made it to the end of the semester. Whoops! I was very tired at the end of this semester. Oh my goodness. But we made it through. We made it through. But that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching this far. You're a real one. Oh, Kiki! The cat is here. The cat is here. There she is! I appreciate you, and just like last video, here is a special little clip of my animals being cute as a little treat for making it this far into the video. I hope to see you guys around next time.